All right, here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation on this Thursday morning. Good morning, the KFTV post-game morning show as the Knicks hold on for dear life to get their first road win of the season. Captain Clutch returned, and they had to sweat this one out, man. Between the brutal defense, the porous defense, the brutal free throw shooting, New York bricks in the first half. This one was the ugliest basketball game you ever had to stay up for. But luckily you got myself and Alex to walk you through everything in this riveting game. It wasn't pretty. I don't know if it was gritty, but I just had to say it anyway, man. 113 and 111. Knicks get their first road win of the season. And it was almost embarrassing. Let's talk about it, man. Like, share, subscribe. Call us up in the KFTV Discord if you're still up and you're a delusional Knicks fan. We here for you. Let's go. Ah, boy. It had to be a cardiac night, right? We thought this was going to be a bum night. We got to stay up till 9:30. No Cooper Flag. No Kyrie. No AD. This is going to be a 30-point Knick win, right?
We thought. We thought, bro, I don't even know what I just watched. It was, good Lord.
Brutal.
The way that it was going in the first half, I was like, all right, let me jump off this ledge real quick, man, because this is ugly. This is how you treat your captain to return?
Yeah, this is how you treat the captain. And, that was the main storyline of tonight's game. Captain Clutch Jalen Brunson returning in this one. And, in the beginning, it was rust. Wasn't really moving with explosion on the ankle and was rusty on the shots. Second half was a different story. He started getting into his bag. He was winning his one-on-one matchups. He was beating the Mavs whenever they would get those switches. Really didn't matter who was in front of him. Captain Clutch would end up leading all scorers with 28 points in this one. So, that wasn't the concern. And Josh Hart, shout out to Josh Hart. He's our role player of the game. 16 points, 10 rebounds off the bench for Josh Hart. He had to play a gritty game, 5 assists as well. You had the timely shots by Landry Shamet in the fourth quarter. Could they have won that game without Landry Shamet with 2 big threes, 6 of his 9 points in that fourth quarter, hitting some timely threes there. But again, overall sloppy affair. They were fortunate that despite the fact that Shamet would miss 2 free throws in this, that it didn't end up costing them. And in the end, as we showed, controversy or not, the referees called Brandon Williams on a hook. They executed a brilliant hook and ladder play.
They really did.
From Lively to Brandon Williams going downhill. He uses his speed, but he couldn't get enough separation from Shamet. And the referee, who's that referee? Ballsy call by the referee. Great
really
call,
was.
pal. Great call by the Zebra on the road. Hostile territory. They got Nico packing. That referee was lucky that he got out of there with his drawers on.
You heard the Mavs fan. They were all cheering. They saw the layup go down.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we're getting some overtime, this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
And he's like, hold on 1 second.
Hang on.
We are not giving the Mavs the win. New York going home victorious tonight with the hook on. And look, you have Legler still dissecting this thing, saying Shamet initiated contact.
Yeah, be quiet, Legler. Be quiet.
God,
I was listening to Tyler and Clyde anyway. I ain't listening to no damn Legler. And when I got Tyler and Clyde, be quiet. Clyde called it the old foot trick or the hook trick, and I'm going with that. It's over.
There you go.
It's over.
Look, man, when you're out here, you got to listen to what the national broadcast gives you. So I have to listen to that. You know how they all go, man. You know how it all works.
Yeah.
But
hey, got to respect the call, man.
Let me tell you this, though. Everyone on the Knicks roster, coaching staff and all, you all better treat Landry Shamet with respect. Whatever he wants this week, if he wants a steak dinner, whatever, you all better take that man out and treat him right, because without him, we might have had the narrative of saying, whoa, can the Knicks win on the road? They can't do anything right around here. Because the way this was going, we were about to have Najee Marshall go, have another outing against the Knicks.
Yeah.
And it was getting out of hand early, CP.
It was getting out of hand early. You know, like I said, the Knicks, they couldn't hit 14%. They shoot from three in the first half. I thought they settled for way too many bad threes. They were not in a rhythm at all in the first half, and I didn't like the fact that they were not attacking the basket enough. And, hey, when they did, they shot 54% from the free throw line. Like, it seemed like everybody was sleepwalking from Miami to Dallas. I don't know what happened. But, 54% from the line. But again, the biggest thing of concern is their perimeter defense right now, and then leading into porous three-point defense. Same thing as last year, though, really, bro. Same thing as last year. Just
changed.
maybe a little bit worse by the numbers. They're still getting cracked. Still getting cracked. D'Lo, listen, D'Lo's D'Lo. He has the potential to get it going in bunches, and then, he'll chuck up an air ball. Like, he'll play himself out of a game. He'll take himself out, which is fine. But Brandon Williams was cooking him. Hart, he had a couple points here and there. They were able to find Max Christie for some timely threes. So this could have very easily been a loss. I think where Dallas went wrong was almost similar to where the Knicks went wrong in the Heat game, in that they were searching for a closer in crunch time and just couldn't get it done. You had Najee Marshall trying to handle the ball, P.J. Washington. Things just kind of unraveled for them, and that fell into the Knicks' favor.
CP, last season, the Knicks ranked 20th, according to Queen of the Glass, Knicks ranked 23rd against all threes, allowing 37.1% when the regular season was all said and done. As of right now, the Knicks are 28th, so they've dropped from last season right now, and they're allowing... This is before, so we don't have the numbers from tonight's game, but they're allowing 39.4% from downtown. So now they've even gotten worse, as you said, from allowing teams to just knock down threes at a high clip. And when I'm looking at the Dallas Mavericks, who, we are talking no Cooper Flagg, no Anthony Davis, no Kyrie Irving. You got like half of a Klay Thompson, from what he was on the Golden State Warriors. And you're telling me you're allowing this team to shoot 36%. You're allowing D'Lo just to cook from downtown. Something's got to change, man. And as I sent you, Christian Winfield, tweeting out saying that Mike Brown says the lulls on poor on-ball defense have to be addressed. Thank you for acknowledging that, because this is gross. Absolutely gross. You can't go into you cannot be a championship contender team and you're going to allow everybody to shoot threes in front of you. It's getting crazy, CP. Just getting completely out of hand.
Yeah, got to clean that up. But nevertheless, one of the heroes of this game was Landry Shamet. Here he was after the game with Tyler and Clyde. Here we go.
And then you drew the game-winning offensive foul. Can you sum up the last wild minute for us there?
I got to make 2 free throws. A wild finish down the stretch. It's a road win. They're not always going to be pretty. That was not 48 minutes of basketball we would, like to play, but you'll take a road win and we can build on it.
Well, it was good composure by you guys coming back, especially the 2 big threes that you were able to come up with.
Yeah, the ball found me. It wasn't finding, I didn't find any open looks early, and stayed composed and knew, had a feeling someone would come in the fourth, and they did. So just step in, ready to shoot. Good plays by my teammates, and I'll take them.
No, most people in this building, and certainly Mavericks fans, thought that was an and one on that last play. How sure were you that the foul was going against Dallas?
That was a good call by the officials. Tough way to see the game end on a call like that, but I think they made the right call, and I want that one as a defender. I want that one. We don't want it to come down to that, though. We got to do a better job of playing 48 minutes and find a way to create some more separation early in the game.
Well, yet another Landry Shamet game for the Knicks. Congratulations and thanks for the time.
All right, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
And then
that did you hear that one Jalen call at the end that sounded like Triple M? I think Triple M. I know Triple M was down there. Shout out my guy Jason Wolk. He was sitting right behind the Knick bench as well. It sounded like Triple M screaming Jalen at the end. But yeah, there was Landry Shamet out, one of the heroes of tonight's game, no question about it.
Absolutely, man. And look, you need Landry Shamet tonight. He scored what? I think it was 3 points they showed on the stat sheet in the first quarter. Then he got all of his points in the fourth quarter, so he came up clutch. Obviously, you want him to knock down those free throws. Those are very critical free throws. As we saw, it got closer after he missed them. But look, this is why they brought him back, right? They saw something in the postseason last year where he could knock down threes and just be a timely shooter, and we're getting that now from him this season. We saw what he did against Miami on Friday night. Now we're getting timely threes in a tight game against Dallas. And, hey, he's looking to build on top of this, man. And right now, the way that he's playing on a night-to-night basis just by bringing energy, it's infectious, man. And so I'm happy they brought him back because he was certainly needed.
Yeah, they do need that injection of energy at times. Sometimes it just gets a little like, again, especially in the beginning of the game, when Cap is trying to get it into his flow, everybody's trying to figure themselves out around him. Things just got a little bit bogged down. The shot selection was brutal. I didn't like it at all tonight. And, so they started picking it up once they got into a rhythm in the second half. You could tell they kind of their energy did pick up in the second half. But first half, I think they were a little bit slow out the gate. But one thing with Shamet, he does bring that. And I thought his defense on a night where the Knicks defense by and large was pretty woeful, I thought his defense individually was pretty good. And then he got the game-saving offensive foul there at the end.
Absolutely. I mean, look, he started it, right? If we're going to go back to that first three that he drilled, Hart and him, like, essentially caused the turnover. He gets the ball, pushes it up court, finds JB in the left corner. JB then drives. As JB's driving, he rotates to that same quarter that JB just left. JB finds him wide open for the three, and he just takes his time, knocks down the open three, and the next thing you know, he's kickstarting that Knicks comeback. So that's what you need out of these guys, man. And that's why when you look at guys like Shamet, when you look at guys like Deuce, guys who bring energy and are ready to attack, that's what kind of can jolt this team that can just be sleepwalking at times. And this is what Chuck D was talking about at the beginning of the season, right? These guys got to come focused, come correct, and pay attention to the details if they're going to want to win games. And against a lowly Mavericks team that, if you said this was like, look, I know it's any night anyone could compete. I get that. But, like, if you really are going to say that you're in that stratosphere of championship contention, you should come out and say, hey, man, we got an easy game tonight. No Cooper Flag, no Kyrie, no Anthony Davis. All right, we're missing OG, sure, but we got our captain back, and he dropped 28 like he didn't even miss any time. But yeah, we got other guys out here struggling. So, gotta shape it up, man. Gotta shape it up.
Oh, I know. They better shape it up before they go to Orlando, because Orlando's out here bullying people. So, don't bring that half effort to Disney World on Saturday, for one, because we're going to be there. Since, we're expecting a gritty effort. But, again, because the Magic, they're not playing any games, And so the Knicks are going to have to be careful. But, hey, one of those, you take the win, you throw it in the garbage, and you move on to Orlando for Saturday. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. CP and Alex on the ones and twos, late night edition or early morning edition of KFTV, the morning show, as the Knicks survive in Dallas, 113 and 111. And as Alex mentioned, salute to the captain, Jalen Brunson, man, on his return to this game. Captain Clutch, Jalen Brunson, with 28 points, 5 assists on 11 of 23 from the field, 2 of 7 from downtown, 3 rebounds to go along with it. Team high 28 points. And on a night when, by and large, the squad did not have it, Captain Clutch had to put this team on the back, especially in the third quarter where he did his best work and just got into a good flow, got into a good rhythm now and started to cook. Really, second quarter was really when Cap started to make his move. But overall, 28 points and a quick, speedy turnaround off the ankle injury, Cal.
Hey, shout out to Dr. David Bitterman on the analysis the other night, man. And he was saying that it looks like Brunson could be ready to be back Wednesday. And sure enough, he's back. And as you mentioned earlier, he didn't have that same explosion. But, I think this is what makes great players great. He's able to adapt, know that he's playing on an injured ankle, and still get his by still using his strength, using his footwork, and not going above and beyond trying to say, all right, and put more strain on his body than is already needed. So that's what makes some of these great players great, man. And that's what Brunson is. And once again, needed it. 11 to 23 to get you 28 points tonight. 4-6 from the free throw line. Want to see you knock down that other free throw so that way we're not, hoping that the Mavs miss, right? But excellent performance by him tonight, man. Excellent performance to get the 5 assists as well. Happy to have him back because, as we saw the other night, you need somebody in the clutch to keep this thing rolling.
Needed for sure. And speaking of the captain, here he was on ESPN's post-game interview with George Sedano. Here was Captain Clutch. Here we go.
This game, I don't know how anyone would describe it. How would you describe the way this thing went down?
I mean, chaos, but at the same time, I mean, found a way to win. It was ugly, but when you win ugly, I mean, it's the signs of like team learning.
I think he really wanted to say it wasn't pretty, but it was gritty, but he forgot the line. So, Cap, you send it to Cap. Somebody clip this up, send it to Cap. It wasn't pretty, but it was gritty. You heard that, Al. Let me run that back. He stumbled a little bit on my line. Here we go.
It was ugly, but when you win ugly, I mean, it's the signs of like team learning and getting better. So no matter what the situation is, we got to find a way to win.
You guys had a slow start. You had only hit 3 threes in that first half. What was said in the locker room at halftime?
We were getting good looks, but we got to continue to get stops and play with pace and just keep trusting each other. And we're going to find a way.
What about you? First game back. What does it feel like to be back on the floor for yourself?
It feels great. I mean, happy I can go out here and play this game. And I don't want to take any opportunity for granted. And I'm just happy I'm back out here.
And lastly, you finally get a road win here for this squad. What does that feel like?
Finally. Finally. I mean, we're happy, but we got a lot of work to do.
Jalen, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Got a lot of work to do. Shore up that defense. Hey, missing the dog means a lot for sure. Mm-hmm. But they gotta clean it up, man. They're just getting broken down too much on the perimeter. And that's where things kind of break down. Once you get put into rotation, then you're catching wide open threes here, there, and everywhere. And Mavs' best shooter, Max Christie, had a lot of chances in this one. What did he end up shooting from the line? Let me go to Christie because he had a couple of wide open 3 for 6. He could have went 4 or 5 or even 6 or 6. He was wide open. All his 3-point looks were damn near wide open from the corner.
Insane. I mean, look, you go down the list, you see D'Lo with 4 for 7 from downtown. You see Najee Marshall 3 of 5. You talked about Max Christie 3 of 6. This is what I'm saying. Clay is not the same Clay because Clay had 9 of 10 from downtown. If this was the Clay of old, damn, that
would have been cooked.
Would have been done. But hey, this is something that the Knicks really need to work on. Like, I get that you're allowing attempts, but you really got to close out, man. Like, and some of it is just like we're really protecting the paint for no. Like, I get that. I get the principle of wanting to protect the paint, but it's now at a point where it's to a detriment. So there has to be some sort of balance. And here's the thing, CP. Here's the thing. The Knicks found that balance last season during the postseason. Knicks actually ranked 10th out of all the teams in the postseason last year when it came to guarding the perimeter. They allowed 36% from downtown. So they are capable of doing it. Obviously, during the postseason, they had OG, Mitch. You had all your guys healthy and obviously turning it up another notch because it is the postseason. So I think there could be a chance that the Knicks can get better guarding the 3. But I don't know if they're going to do it during the regular season because as I spoke about, defense with Brady Hawk during the Miami Heat preview, most teams aren't going to be playing, elite championship level defense throughout the regular season just because of the amount of effort. So I hope it gets slightly better just for the sake of Knicks not needing to run up the score like to 130, 140 just to win games. But we should have some confidence that this team can turn it around based on what they did in the postseason last year.
There you go. Well said. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. CP and Alex on the early morning show front. Let's shout out the super chats that have come in. Shout out to our guys, man. Ray Nobletza, Al, 1680, number 1 on the chat leaderboard. $10 super chat says my pacemaker was running overtime tonight. Wasn't pretty, but it was somewhat gritty. Missed free throws made this closer than it should be, but a win is a win. I'll take it. That's a 5-star comment there, Al. Right on the money.
Absolutely.
Somewhat gritty.
Well, that should be the new shirt. Somewhat gritty for nights like this.
Just a little bit. Golly, man. Took us on a cardiac ride, man. I was waiting for the shoe to drop, Al. I'm sorry. I was waiting for it to drop. I got, when PJ's at the line for 2, they're up by, 2? I'm thinking this is the Luka play all over again. Even though this is PJ at the line, I'm getting flashbacks of Luka. I'm getting, I'm just expecting the shoe to drop. We waited all night for this. They're keeping it way too close. D'Lo starts cooking. I thought this was going to go south very fast, very quickly.
I mean, I didn't go thinking it was going to be the Luka experiment, but I was praying, CP. I was not in a position to be confident saying, "Oh, we got this." I was praying that let's make it out alive, man. Because I certainly did not want to hear "we can't win on the road" narrative. No. I did not want to hear any of that.
Not at all. Not at all.
Well, I was texting you. I was like, "WTF, man? What are we watching here?
What's going on here?" Shout out to James Betamax, $5 super chat, says Sham wow with the back-to-back threes to keep us in it, and then intentionally missing both free throws to feed the city of Dallas. Good Samaritan. Shout out to them. Yeah, what they win? Chick-fil-A? They win Whataburger? They win Whataburger? You ever have Whataburger?
Whataburger right now.
It's good. Whataburger's good, man, for some fast food. It is good. I'm not going to lie to you.
Have you ever had their honey chicken biscuits?
Nah, I just keep it basic. I haven't had it in a while. It was when I used to go to H-Town. I used to eat it a lot.
No, so what was it? Went to a family wedding in Houston, and after the wedding, they had it was essentially like the crave cases of like the honey chicken biscuits, and there was like way too many. But I was like, when the drinks are flowing, you're like, oh, this is delicious, man. Yeah, that's how it goes.
There you go. All right, they haven't cut the check, but maybe they will if they listen to this. Okay. Shout out to John Oltorey, our $5 super chat says Knicks championship caliber players. Brunson, Mikal Bridges, Shamet, OG, possibly Cat and Deuce. We need a solid scoring center. Okay. Oof. Well, he omitted one person now, who was our role player of the night.
Josh Hart.
Got to go with Hart, man. Got to go with Josh Hart. Our role player of the night. Josh Hart with 16 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, a couple M&Ms. Had some fun with the people in Dallas. It must have been a Knicks fan who knew the candy inside joke. I don't know what happens to his Mike and Ike deal as a result of that, but Josh Hart having some fun there. 5 of 10 from the field, 3 or 4 from downtown, and even passed up some shots. Passed up a ton of shots. Mm-hmm. But still, again, when you think about having to get it gritty and play tough, Josh Hart did that tonight for the Knicks.
Absolutely. I mean, the way he was just grabbing boards tonight, especially late in the fourth quarter, you saw how everyone was just mauling in the paint just to grab a rebound, just to stay alive, just for how close it was. Josh Hart with some critical rebounds just to keep this thing alive. I think he even had the one where, it hit the bottom of the rim, got the rebound, and then was able to kick it out to Shamet for another 3.
Yes.
And it's just, you need guys like that, man. I mean, look, this is why that's why he was out there when it came down to P.J. Washington at the free throw line, right? And I think he was trying to miss the last shot. You had your 3 best rebounders in the paint. You had Mitch, Cat, and Hart. And there's a reason for that. So Josh Hart, critical for what the Knicks are doing, continuing to have a strong performance after that, Chicago Bulls game where he was sulking on the bench. Man has completely turned it around. And now his shooting is it's right there, man. I mean, to go 3 or 4 from downtown, let's go. And I like that he's playing like a good amount. He's not playing the crazy 42 minutes a game type thing. He's playing 30 minutes, and he's looking good throughout it. Yeah. Pushing the pace, doing everything. Good stuff by Josh Hart.
Giving the team what they need. Just giving the team a shot in the arm is what they need. And as you said, pushing the pace, pushing it ahead, grabbing the boards, and he passed up maybe 3 or 4 good looks, and even passed up one late in this game where he had a teardrop. He didn't even want to. I mean, forget the threes. He had the teardrop right in the restricted circle that he missed. Not that he missed, that he kicked out. I think he kicked that out to Mikal, who was shooting the ball well himself. Mikal's been very efficient shooting the ball well, but then Mikal misses a shot, and even Clyde called him out. It's like, bro, you got to take that shot, man.
Yeah, I feel like for Hart, man, it's like the over calculation of just trying to keep everyone else engaged. And, I think I think he knows his limitations as well. It's like he knows he's on a hot streak and he doesn't want to like take the team out of rhythm. And he'd much rather have one of the better shooters take the shot.
Yeah.
Look, he's just going to be in that category, what we talk about for Landry Shamet, a guy who gives you that jolt in the arm, right? So and look, both of them together had that play to bring the comeback. Like I said earlier, it's like both of them get the turnover, pushing it ahead, and then it's stuff like that you need Hart for. But like it depends on the night, man. Like he shot efficiently. I'm okay if you're gonna look for like a better shooter because he's not the greatest shooter. Like I'll take this from tonight, and instead of just putting up shots and getting wasted possessions. And I think that's fine, man. I know that Kawhi would want him to take that open floater. I'm sure, like, I can't remember which play that was and when that was in the game, but I understand that. But I think for the most part, his role is to push out in transition, look for easy shots for him, like be wide open. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Not to force anything and let the other guys do their job.
So to everybody in the chat, once again, like, share, and subscribe. Late night edition, man. Shout out to everybody in here rocking with us. We got 1,000 people on the check-in, 1:20 in the morning. Our first late night show, or morning show, rather. I got my coffee here. I had to get the brewer going at about 11 o'clock Eastern, man, just to stay up.
Well, now you're not going to sleep.
Oh, no, trust. I'm going to sleep. Trust. I put in way more than enough work in a day. The coffee will keep me up for a couple minutes. It'll do what it need to do, but I'm still getting some sleep, man, for sure. 1,000%. Let's get to the phones real quick. Actually, before we get to the phones, I got my guy Jason on the line. Let's shout out to Rhyme Animal, Chuck D, $10 super chat. Al, franchise channel member, says, you take the November win, learn from this luck, and get the hell out of Texas and go forward. Take it and run. Take it and run. Let's get to the phones, Al. My guy Jason Wolk was in the building, right behind the Nick bench. My guy Wolk, producer, in the building, man. Jason, how you doing, man?
Hey now, you guys got me?
You're loud and clear. How you feeling?
I'm good. It was a good win. It was a really great experience being in Dallas. I'm a longtime Knicks fan, first time caller. Long-time listener, all consuming content of both you guys. Big fans of you dudes. I love what you guys do. I love how you connect generations through the Knicks, and I love how you respect the history of the franchise and the players. Especially want to give a call out on the Sugar Ray Richardson special. It was a special moment in time. And I was talking to Clyde about Sugar Ray, and of course he had to talk about Ray Williams when I brought up Sugar Ray, and that the two of them were the reason why he got traded from the Knicks, because they were providing too much offense and they didn't need him any longer. That's an aside, but guys, as a longtime Knicks fan, I encourage this community and all these diehard Knicks fans, go on the road, get yourself a cheap ticket. Get yourself a cheap flight, cheap hotel, and sit right near the bench. I'm able to watch the plays, feel the energy of the team, the coaches, know whether the intensity is there or it's not, who's connected, who's actually communicating. And as a Knicks fan like you guys, watching the games and going to the Garden, you don't have that access. You don't have that insight, and you don't have that opportunity to really see what's going on the inside. And then you meet all the alumni. So I recommend that to all. I really wanted to share that, and I wanted to give you guys kudos and credit for what you do. And I wasn't leaving Dallas without a victory.
Not without
I'll
a
tell you
victory.
that.
Not without a victory, man. Hey, they had to sweat this one out, man. What was the vibes down there in the fourth quarter in crunch time?
Dallas fans definitely thought that they were going to be winning the game. The momentum in the fourth quarter was all Dallas. There were some really questionable calls on the floor with Scott Foster, and you could see in between the plays where he would huddle with his other refs, and there's conversation about calls internally and whether they were correct or not. I feel like they're balancing the calls. Scott Foster is the biggest culprit of that. That hook foul call at the end of the game, everybody in the building thought that it was an and one. When the whistle blew, nobody knew it was an offensive foul. Nobody in the building. So I'm sure you guys were watching MSG and you're listening to Clyde because he's, very keen. I don't know how they called it on ESPN.
Clyde thought it went in. I was looking dead at the ref, so I saw him headed the other way. So I'm like, oh, we got this. But then the crowd is making me think otherwise. I was conflicted. So I'm like, wait, what is going on? The referee's clearly pointing the other direction like offensive foul. So I'm feeling okay, but then the crowd had me thinking otherwise. It was crazy.
Yeah,
absolutely. The Knicks bench and coaches were stunned. They were in shock.
Crazy. ESPN was calling it the other way.
ESPN called it for the Knicks?
ESPN was saying that it should have been for the Mavs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, and, basically even the Knicks fans that are left in the building and the friends of the coach and the family of the personnel and the people that are traveling with the team, everybody's looking at each other, rolling their eyes like, yeah, we just got the Scott Foster payback. That's the karma that's coming back after all those blown calls. And, of course, then we're having dialogue like, in the wake of NBA gambling and, all eyes on Scott Foster as, are things going to balance out, and how crooked is that guy anyway? So, truth be told, no one knows, right?
For sure. There's no one knows what the extender's up to, man. Good points by you, man. I saw you were at the game with Kurt Thomas, man. Kurt Thomas was next to you, man.
Got to watch the game with Kurt. What a great guy, Dallas native. He is salt of the earth. And so beloved by everybody. They come over there, but he's just a real personable guy. He's got huge hands, I'll tell you. And when I shook his hand and, when I speak to him, he just exudes that kind of charisma and that je ne sais quoi. He has a great presence, and definitely plugged you with him and with Clyde. Clyde, I had a good 10 minutes with one-on-one. And I was able to connect with them and explain what KnicksFanTV is and what you guys are doing over here.
Nice.
And I think he appreciated that because he's so old school in the way that he approaches everything. It's all big picture. It's not just here and now. And when I refer to Gen Alpha and Gen Z, it's a different generation that grew up digitally than those that were Knicks fans in a linear day and age. And while all that stuff's been digitized, we only have a lot of memories and experiences from those days to share with the younger generation. And I loved your stuff with Derek Harper today too. That was great. It was awesome. Bringing back memories of 93 to 95 and just those great teams. And he was fierce, man. And he was such a great defender, and then you hear him speak with you, and he's so jovial and energetic and focused. It's a great polarity. So as a longtime Knicks fan, it's always fun to learn more about these alumni, and thank you guys for doing what you do.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you both.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Shout out to my guy Jason Wolk in the building. You guys can follow him, man, at Wolk, WOLK _producer. Does a lot of great work. His production company is phenomenal. They shot the NBA tip-off commercial for American Express, the one that Captain Clutch Jalen Brunson was in. And then they also shot the NBA Cup commercial with Karl Anthony Towns. If you saw the commercial with Karl Anthony Towns, and everybody's chasing after the cup, and Towns busts through the restaurant window. That was a stunt double, obviously. But yeah, that was my guy Jason, man. My God,
yeah. I'm in advertising, and I live in LA, and I travel for the Knicks games, and I see about 10 at the Garden as well. But I go to the smaller cities for access, and I encourage all the Knicks fan community to do the same thing. It's just such a joy.
Yeah, 100%, man. Well, we'll definitely catch up. Appreciate the arena report, and get back to Cali safely, man.
Let's do it.
All right, my guy Jason Wolk in the building now. Good guy, man. Real
Shout out to Jason, man. Shout out for the report.
Yep.
And the love, man. Appreciate you.
For sure. All right, let's get to Hooper. Hooper, how you doing?
Doing good.
Good. Go ahead with your takes, man.
That was a crazy win.
Yeah.
My friends were like, "Oh, why are you so hyped for this win?" I'm like, "Cause y'all beat us with Luka, so it's about time we get a win here."
Yeah.
That was good. The defense got to fix up, you know. We got to tidy up.
Got to work on their defense. No question about it, man. What you think about the return of Captain Clutch, man?
Jalen saved us. And that offensive count, I got to give credit to Landry. He's been huge for us this year.
For sure, man.
Mike Brown has implemented him more. It's been nothing but man's good.
Yeah, he got the start, and appreciate the call, Hooper. He got the start for OG Al. Mike Brown coming into this game said he wants to play the bench a little bit more. We did see a little more Diawara. He got 1 minute in the Heat game. He got 2 minutes in the Mavs game. We saw some more Yabusele. We saw some more Yabusele. Couldn't hit the broadside of a barn still, but hey, you know, I thought overall his effort was good. His defense, he brought some energy, but still can't hit. He's aiming all his shots way off, bro.
All off, man. 0 for 5 from downtown, 2 of 7 from the field. But he was a plus 15.
Yeah. He gave him
his
some
energy.
Minutes. He gave some good minutes.
It was looking a little bit better. It looked a little bit better tonight.
He gave him some good minutes, man. So
at least we always get the I guess the routine Yabusele X post. You know what I mean? Where he's like the game day posts.
Yeah. I don't know if does he hire his own graphics guy. He always comes out with a separate graphics from the team. It's very interesting. Yeah,
I know, man. It's fascinating.
Yeah. Shout out to Vandals on the board, Al. It's super chat from a franchise channel member. Says, Coffee GD CPs. He's crying laughing. Says, for real, though, I love the emphasis on making the extra pass, but at times tonight we made the extra pass, and it screwed us. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. He thinks I'm drinking coffee. He thinks it's funny. I don't know, man. Just having a drink. Come on, man. You know.
For some people, it's 1:30 in the morning, man.
It is 1:30 in the morning. You know, I've been working since 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's
that's it. That's it. Only 8 a.m.
Just 8 a.m. and I'll be back at it tomorrow, and I'll be hosting Sirius tomorrow. Me and Rob Perez filling in for Antonio Daniels. So check it out, Sirius XM NBA Radio. Be back on NBA Radio with me and Rob Perez from 1 to 4. So make sure you guys check that out. Michael White, go ahead and unmute your mic. Michael White.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Yeah. I was there.
Yeah, you were in the building.
I'm going to tell you, Cat, you can criticize Cat all you want to. Cat was a monster tonight. He was a monster tonight.
Hang on, because my guy's son from Brooklyn, from Brooklyn says...
all of them look good, except maybe Josh forgot who he was, but it was a great game. I knew we were going to win, and you wouldn't have believed all the New York fans that were there.
Yeah,
I was on the lower level, and in my section, we had about 25 Knicks.
Yeah, nice. Did anybody recognize you from the show, man?
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? I'm the official,
original
Michael Eric White, and I let it. You know, I saw Knicks fan hats. Man, it was wonderful.
There you go.
It was wonderful.
Well, you know, it's interesting. You said Cat had time in the game. My guy's son from Brooklyn dropped a super chat. Said his post-up positioning is horrible. He says he should be dominating.
They don't know what he's talking about, man. Man, he doesn't have to be on the post. We don't want him on the post. We want him to run to the basket when he gets a layup, and we want him to shoot out at the three-point line. I don't know. I mean, this is not 1968. A lot of these guys want our centers to be like 1968. It's not like the NBA is not like that. Everybody's running the ball now. Everybody's running to the corner to get the easy three. They're going to shoot more threes. I saw some criticism about threes. It said it looked like we shot a lot of threes and missed. Yes, we did, but we won the game.
Bottom line.
Yeah, and I was happy, baby. I was hollering for our boys. I stood up for the boys out there.
Hey, you
and most of the Dallas fans are so weak and wimpy. But man, you got to come to see Dallas. It is a super city. You should have seen all the women.
Hey, Michael White, man. Listen, man, that's your department. You know, I don't need the black book. I'm
married,
good, man. I'm good, man. You got them all for yourself, OG. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I can't handle them all. Oh, man.
All right, man. It is KFTV After Dark after all, but I'm going to drop you off, man. God bless, man. I'll have you on Saturday, man. Michael White. We have to drop him off, man. It's getting late. He was trying to steer the car in a whole other direction, man.
Yeah, a little too many Colt 45.
Yeah, what do you? He's probably more of an old-fashioned type of guy. Oh no, he went to the lounge in the stadium asking for Irish Rose. They said, "Sir, we don't know. We don't sell that here."
He said, "No. Go to the back. Bring out the old Four Locos. Yeah. That's what I need right now."
Michael White, man. Yeah,
my man's about to hit the town. That's what he said.
He's like, paint the town red, man. He keeps trying to invite me. I just, Michael White. I got the wrong lower third going on. What's going on with this here, man? I got the heat thing going on here. Yeah, Michael White, man. I can't be doing these things, man. Come on, Michael White, man. Come on, man. You talk to this guy here, Al. What's going on with this guy, man?
He's just trying to show a good time, man. He's like, yo, let me show you what Dallas is all about.
Yeah.
All right? He's about it. Let me tell you something, man. We might get the police report tomorrow saying the official Michael White.
Yeah.
Did some crazy business.
Painting the town red.
Out in Dallas.
Listen, don't call us. We ain't got no super chats for that, man. Don't call us, man. Shout out to Michael White.
Maybe he's drowning in that Crystal Palace right now.
That's right. Cool Vids, man. Salute to you. Shout out to Cool Vids, man. Lord Steven Stone says those free throws were killing me. Good thing we signed Shamet. It wasn't pretty, but it was gritty. Also, access to MSG is a blessing. Having access to MSG is a blessing. Shout out to Lord Steven Stone. I don't know what he meant by having access to MSG. Uncle Doc 72, salute. Oh, I guess, being able to watch the game on MSG, I guess he's saying. Because some of you guys had to watch it on
ESPN.
Some of you guys had to watch it on ESPN. Okay. I got you. Yeah, I'm with Tyler, man. I rock with Tyler heavy. He's so talented. And then Clyde is Clyde. He's classic. So, it's nothing with Breed, but it's like the other two. No, the leg looks cool, but I don't know. Just that combination. I gotta stick with MSG.
You didn't want Tim Legler and Richard Jefferson on the audio tonight for yourself?
I'm good. I like to keep it local with the home team. That's all.
Hey, I'm jealous.
I like to keep it local. Jamaica Queens, salute to you. All right, Al, let's get to the key stats of the night, and then we got to wrap. But great show so far, everybody. Appreciate you. Shout out to our sponsors, DraftKings. Go to DraftKingsSportsbook.com or you download the DraftKings app. Use our code KFTV. For one, you bet $5, you can win up to $300 of bonus bets if your bet wins. And you get up to 3 months of NBA League Pass. All right, shout out to our friends at DraftKings Sportsbook. Make sure you go check them out. All right, Al, key stats of the night here. Let me just center this window a little bit. And we'll be good. Key stats of the night brought to you by DraftKings. In this Knicks 113-111 victory. All right, here we go. Knicks shot 44% from the field, 41% from the Mavs. It was a brick fest, especially early. Knicks would finish shooting 29% from three. That was a little bit up from 14% in the first half, and they were able to get it into about 40% in the second half. Mavericks shoot 36% from three. Charity stripe, woeful for the Knicks, 19 of 35. They missed 16 free throws at 54%. They did lose the rebounding battle by one. Dallas won 50-49. Knicks won the assist battle 27-23. 9 Knick turnovers led to 13 Mavericks points. And then Mavericks did turn the ball over 18 times, leading to 17 Knick points. Knicks won the fast break battle 16-15. And the points in the paint battle 44-30. Largest lead of the night was 8 for the Knicks early in the game and 7 for the Mavericks, man.
Yeah, biggest takeaway from this one is just the shooting, right? It's just poor shooting from a team that's relying on their offensive efficiency and their potency. And tonight you just didn't get that. I mean, 54% from the free throw line, 28 or really 29% from downtown is just not going to cut it. I know that they won tonight. Happy that they won. But once again, you just defeated a woeful Mavericks team. So, look, a win's a win in any book, but it's got to get better from here, CP. Just because if your defense is not going to be great, and keep in mind, this is a Dallas team who is in the basement, and they still put up 111 points. So this Knicks team's got to work on their defense. And if their defense is not going to get great, their shooting has to be damn near perfect. And you're not going to be able to win a lot of games against teams in the upper echelon when you're shooting 29% from downtown and 54% from the free throw line. Get these guys in the gym, lock them in there, throw away the key, let them practice their shots.
Yeah. For me, it's the free throws because it was just an indicator of how sloppy this team was the entire night. And just disconnected on several fronts, offensively, defensively, and at the stripe. And, luckily they played a team like this that they were able to escape. But maybe any other team, they're getting ran out the gym by 20, 30 points. So it's just one of those nights. And we'll take the win and keep it pushing.
You know what's shocking before we jump off this topic? Out of how discombobulated the Knicks look, they only had 9 turnovers, which is very impressive.
Yeah. I just meant sloppy just from an execution standpoint offensively.
It was.
Yeah.
But it's to still only have 9 turnovers because there were like a lot of, low passes, high passes. Could have easily gone the other way to being turnovers. Very impressive they were only able to keep it to 9 turnovers in total.
Yeah, this is true. Okay, let's shout out here. Okay, Vandal sends another super chat. Hang on, let me see what Vandal's saying here. Da-da-da-da. Shout out to Vandal, say $10 super chats at CP. I was just saying, LOL, I'm a bartender. I'm sitting here drinking Macallan 12. You probably got to be up in like 6 hours, and I can sleep till noon just to yin and yang a Knicks fandom. Yes, sir. I can't get to the scotch until the weekends, man. I got to focus. I got work to do. I got a lot of things to do. It's only Thursday. I'm almost there. I'm almost at Friday. And then Saturday, Orlando. Orlando's looking crazy right now. Bro, we got like 300 people already RSVP'd.
Wow.
District Gastro Bar. It is going to be insane in Orlando. And hopefully we get a win. For sure. Hopefully we get a win. Shout out to KP out. $10 Super Chat franchise. Channel member says, I'll take the W, but not satisfied whatsoever. We was one ref call away from and one layup to lose, and Max Christie to Max Christie and Najee Marshall. No Kyrie, no AD. We need to be much, much better. He's got a point there. Got to be much better.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely got to be much better. Okay, who else do we have here? I think I got some of the super chats. We got Son from Brooklyn. We got that. We got John on Torre. Okay, I think we got Uncle Doc 72. Welcome. We got everybody. All right, we'll wrap it up with KnicksFix and wrap up the show. KnicksFix, go ahead and unmute your mic. Rapid fire. Let's go.
Hey, Alex, what up, fellas?
How you doing?
What's going on, man? Yeah, man. I think it's just a complete lack of focus. I think, and lack of integrity on the defensive end, man. Like these guys are they just don't rotate out to the 3-point line. There's no hustle or effort. And then I've never seen something like this, man. Mitch calmly, he just walked up to the free throw line, announced he got it, and then calmly bricked 2 free throws, man. I was dying of laughter. But I mean, it's something to be said. Where what the team missed tonight? Like 17 missed free throws.
16.
That's
16.
16, man. That's a collective lack of focus, right? Like all of these guys can't be bricking at the same time. I don't know, man. Like I'm willing to. Obviously, still, I'm glad Brown addressed it tonight. He said that the defense has to pick up, but I don't know, man. Like that Orlando game is gonna really show because that team is tough. Like we got lucky tonight. We played the Mavs, but I don't know. I never felt this disappointed after a win. All right, guys. Have a good one.
Appreciate it, man. Definitely appreciate it. That's our guy, the KnicksFix on the Discord, man. Yeah. Sounded down and out.
Hey, look, I feel like if you're a Knicks fan and you feel disappointed after this win, you're entitled to feel that. Like, happy to get the win, but you can still be disappointed in the fact that you're expecting a lot out of this team. And once again, going against Dallas, who's not that great, and you're edging this one out, you want to see them do better, especially considering what we watched them do against Minnesota, Brooklyn, and all these other teams. you just want to see them like come out there and execute. Especially, you would hope that they come back with more energy after losing a tough one to Miami on Monday, right? It's like how do you respond to adversity and these losses? And that's what we're trying to gauge out of this team and trying to see what's the intensity, like what's the heart, what's the desire in all of them to get to the promised land. And so, it's a game by game basis. You take the win, you walk away with it, and as Brunson says, you learn from it and move forward. But I think fans they're right if they want to feel disappointed in the way that the Knicks executed tonight.
Yeah, listen, man, it's all right to feel a little bit down and out, and some nights, win or lose, you're gonna feel that way. And you know what, Al? A lot of times the fans will come to us as their source of therapy, but listen, sometimes you need the real thing. And listen, that's where Rula comes in. Because if you're looking to take care of your mental health, it shouldn't be harder than taking care of your physical health. If you pull a muscle, you go see a doctor. But when it comes to finding the right therapist, Al, suddenly it gets frustrating. You got long wait lists. You're staring down huge out-of-pocket costs. That's what usually stops people from getting help. But that's where Rula comes in. Rula makes therapy simple, affordable, and fast. They work with most major insurance plans, and the average session, the copay is just $15. $15. That's basically the cost of lunch. But instead of a sandwich, you're investing in your own headspace. And with Rula, you're not just matched and left to figure it out. They check in and make sure you're actually making progress. Every therapist on the platform is licensed, vetted, and picked for their expertise. So you know you're talking to someone legit, not just whoever happens to be available. Getting started couldn't be easier. You answer a few questions about what matters to you, and Rula connects you with an in-network providers who actually fit your needs. You pick the time, and you could be talking to a therapist as soon as the next day. No weeks of waiting, no endless back and forth. Bottom line, if you're putting this off, Rula takes away the excuses. Simple, affordable, and actually built to help you get better. Rula connects you to over 15,000 licensed therapists and psychiatrists nationwide. They cut out the guesswork by matching you with someone based on your needs, preferences, state requirements, so you're not wasting your time with the wrong fit. So don't keep putting it off. Go to Rula.com, RULA/KFTV to get started today. That's Rula.com/KFTV. Take the first step, get connected, and take control of your mental health. All right, shout out to our guys at Rula for sponsoring tonight's show, Al. Hey, win or lose, sometimes you need people to talk to, man.
These are facts.
Yeah.
Absolute facts. And shout out to Alex Jar because he said to you, CP, and shout out to Alex Jar for being a franchise channel member. He said, crazy smooth transition to that ad, smooth. LMAO.
Yeah. Listen, man, that's what we do. But we shout out Rula for partnering with us and sponsoring tonight's show. And hey, if you guys need someone to talk to, like I said, Rula.com/KFTV, and copays as low as $15. Okay. Good show there, Al. It's late. Got to do it all over again tomorrow. So anyway, yeah, man, like I said, I'll be live tomorrow, Sirius XM, NBA Radio 1 to 4. Filling in for Antonio Daniels with my guy, Rob Perez. Remember that this show is available in audio podcast format. No reason to miss it. Go back and check out our conversation with Derek Harper. Even though the game's over, Harp, me and Harp talk NBA. We talk basketball, period. So we had a great conversation. Make sure you guys go back in the archives and check that out. And also, as my guy Jason Wolk said, check out our conversation with Chuck D and our co-author of Michael Ray Richardson's book, Jake Edey, as we remembered Michael Ray Richardson last week. Al, any last words?
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go to sleep.
That's it. All right, we out of here, man. Peace.